Okay, what everybody should have out at this time is something to write with and your notebooks. Okay, period 2. I am well aware that we did these notes yesterday, but a handful of things happened. 1, we were rushed. 2, I really felt like a majority did not understand it and I was going kind of fast. So, period 2, we are going to give this another shot. So yes, we're taking these notes again a little differently, a little slower. So this is going to be your second time through it. Do you have to do them again? Yes. So your notebook should be out. We are working through this. 6th period, this is your first time seeing it. Everybody should have their notes out, even if you did these yesterday. Okay. 8-4, difference quotient. Difference quotient. Okay. First thing we're going to do is review a quick review from last year. Given f of x equals 5x minus 2. F of x just means function notation. It's the same as saying y equals x, 5x minus 2. Find f of 3. All right, what does this mean? It's the same as saying evaluate. 3 is in the x spot, so I take 3 and I plug it in everywhere I see an x. So yes, I want it written like this, 5 blank minus 2. Yes, you put parentheses, even if it's easy, and I'm sure every single one of you can do this in your head. I want to see the work, 5 blank minus 2. It helps later when we're working some of the harder ones out. According to this, what goes in the blank? 3. 5 times 3 is 15, and 15 minus 2 is 13. All right, yes, I want to see that work. Again, it helps with the harder problems. All right, how would you do f of a? I want to see it the same way, 5 blank minus 2. And in the blank, you put an A. Why? Because it tells you right there what you're putting in the blank. So this is 5A minus 2. Now, why did I get a whole number on this one? Because I was plugging in a whole number. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 minus 2 is 13. 5 times A is 5A. And 5A minus 2, they're not like terms. So that's as far as I can get. Okay. What? X plus H. Same function. I'm still using my f function, 5 blank minus 2. Do you see how each one has a 5, a blank, and a minus 2? 5 blank minus 2. All right, now in this one, what goes in the blank? X plus H. What can be done with the 5? Distribution, 5x plus 5h. Take away 2 because 2 is on its own by itself. And are there any like terms? No, there are not. This is your answer. 5x plus 5h minus 2. All right, this is review. You did these last year, so just a quick review. of stuff you've seen. Okay. Now, how does that apply to what you're doing for homework today or classwork? Find the difference, this is the new stuff, find the difference quotient and simplify. Find the difference quotient and simplify. Alright, so that stuff up here is the review. This is the new stuff. Again, yes, we saw it yesterday, but I want to give it another shot, at least for my period 2, 6th period, first time through. F of x equals 5x minus 2, comma, f of x plus h, close parentheses, minus f of x, close parentheses, all over h, comma, such that h does not equal 0. That's only here just to remind us that h cannot equal 0 because it's in the denominator of a fraction. You won't do anything with that, it's just there as a reminder. Okay, what the heck does this mean? This is our function, this is the difference quotient, and we're going to take this and plug it in. Okay, so we're going to end up with a fraction, and then we're going to clean it up. Okay, so here's my big fraction. Here's h, and I just use big boxes to kind of break up the pieces. Okay, now this is what I'm using right here. That is this. This one is f of x plus h. This one is f of x, and h is in the denominator. I'll repeat that. This first box represents the f of x plus h. The second box represents the f of x, and then h in the denominator. All right. This tells me what to plug in for my first box. All right, what I'm going to put in the first box is just the 5 blank minus 2, kind of like the skeleton that we were doing up here. Okay, what goes in the blank where the x used to be? Before I go further, where's the 5 blank minus 2 coming from? My f function. This is telling me, hey, use your f function. What is the f function? 5x minus 2. Blank for x, and what goes in the blank? X plus h. Alright, this h gets saved for the very end because that's underneath the whole thing and I can't do any reducing, I have to simplify. Alright, distribute, distribute. 5x plus 5h minus 2. 5x plus 5h minus 2. Okay, and my second box is simply f of x. There's nothing special, it's just f of x. So I'm just going to write it, 5x minus 2. F of x, nothing special, 5x minus 2. But keep in mind, even though I didn't put parentheses there, they do exist, and you do have to distribute that negative. All right, so distributing the negative here, and here gives me minus 5x plus 2. And all of this is over h. And then you go through and combine your like terms. 5x and negative 5x. Combine and cross out. And I'll pause and let people catch up. I'll just review what I've done so far. 5x plus 5h minus 2 stays by itself. Distribute the negative. Negative 5x plus 2. Combine like terms. Cross out. Negative 2 and positive 2 cross out, and that leaves me with 5h over h. The h is crossed out, and it leaves me with 5. 5 is my final answer. F of x plus h minus f of x all over h. And as I stated to some of you guys yesterday that this is a big part of calculus. Those even moving on to calculus, this is what you'll be doing in there. But it'll be easier because you'll get more practice. All right, let's try another one. Number 2. F of x equals x squared minus x minus 4, comma, f of 2 plus h minus f of 2 all over h, comma, h cannot equal 0. Again, that's just there as a reminder. Here's the function. Here's the difference quotient. We're going to take this and plug it in. Okay, we're going to take this f function. We're going to put the f function here and the f function here. Make note that on the last one that we did, this was simply f of x, where on this one it is a number, f of 2. Still going to treat it the same way. All right, so let's set this up. Let's make my big fraction over h, and I'm going to put first box minus the second box. Make this just a smidge bit bigger. Okay. F of 2 plus h will go here. F of 2 will go here, and then we will clean it up. Okay, set up your skeleton. Blank squared minus blank minus 4. Second one, same thing. Because I'm not using f of x, I cannot just put x squared minus x minus 4. So another skeleton. Blank squared minus blank minus 4. Blank squared minus blank minus 4. That's coming from this. And this here is telling me to use the f function. If this was g instead of f, then I would be given a g function. All right, how is that different from my last one? This one I didn't use a skeleton at the end because it was just f of x. And f of x simply was 5x minus 2. This one is giving us f of 2, which means I'm going to plug 2 in, so I am setting up the skeleton of it. All right, on the first one, this one here is my first box. What am I plugging in for all the blanks? Good, 2 plus h. This one here is my second one. What am I plugging in for all the blanks, all where the x's used to be? Good, it's 2. All right, we are going to clean this up. Before we do, so to make sure that everybody's with me, first box, second box, h in the denominator, minus sign in the middle. First box, I plugged in 2 plus h to all my x's. In the second box, I plugged in 2's to all my x's. All right, I'm hoping you recognize that this here is a FOIL problem. I could not distribute the exponent. It looks like this. 2 plus h times 2 plus h minus, and you can distribute now. I'm going to go ahead and distribute now. That negative does get distributed there. Minus 2 minus h, and that minus 4 is just sitting off on its own. Do you see that? That minus 4 is just kind of off on its own. I'm going to clean this part up just a little bit, and I will write this part over here after. All right, so let's go ahead and FOIL. Do it all in one step if you can. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 2h is 4h plus h squared minus 2 minus h minus 4. Now, you can combine like terms now or later. I'm going to go ahead and address this choices. because I said before I didn't put the parentheses, but technically they are there. You can square, subtract, or distribute the negative and clean up. Totally up to you. It does not matter. 2 squared is 4, take away 2, take away 4, and then it's being subtracted from all of this. Or some kids choose to just do this. Minus 4 plus 2 plus 4. Minus 4, that's right here. Minus a minus is plus 2. And minus, again, minus a negative is plus 4. Okay, so let's see where that leaves us. That's here, minus 4 plus 2 plus 4. Minus 4 plus 2 plus 4. Okay. And again, you didn't have to do it that way. That's just the way I'm doing it. Oh, all over H. Okay, let's combine like terms. I can see right here 4 and negative 4 are going to cross out, as well as this negative 4 and that positive 4. Or 4 plus 4 is 8. Negative 4 is negative 8. Either way, they still cross out. Again, this 2 and that negative 2 are going to cross out. And is that everything? Oh, I do have like terms. Do you guys see it? 4h and negative h. 4h and negative h is 3h plus h squared. It's this guy right there. 4h take away h is 3h plus h squared all over h. GCF in the numerator. Your GCF is h. 3 plus h. h times 3 is 3h. h times h is h squared all over h. Reduce. And your final answer is 3 plus h. Yes, this is on the test. Yes, this is on the final. Yes, this will be on the quiz. So make sure you understand. Okay, you will have class time to work. If you did not bring your textbooks, I wrote them up on the whiteboard right there. Can you guys see it? Right here on the whiteboard. If you look over where I'm pointing, they're written there. So you can look there, get to work, and get them done. Come into class on block day ready with questions, and make sure you have all of your homework done because we're going over all of it on block day. Get to work.